Alright, what's going on guys, it's Jeff, and welcome to my 500,000 Q&A. Honestly, I never thought that I would be saying that. Like, any future milestone that I pass, like, I'm going to say the same thing over and over and over again. It's still fucking unbelievable. 500,000, half a fucking million. I never even thought that I was worthy of, you know, the 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 50,000 subscribers that I had back then. Like, I pressed and pressed and pressed as hard as I fucking could. I made as many videos as possible, tried to make the best videos I possibly could, hoping that something would come of it. And in the back of my mind, I was like, you know, if it doesn't work, I mean, I expected it. In the back of my mind, I expected it not to work. I believed in myself, but I had to mentally prepare for it, you know what I mean? So with this huge milestone, we're going to have a traditional Jev Q&A. I said a couple days ago to use the hashtag Jev500K to send me questions for this Q&A, and here we go. At EVA asks, what are your goals for 2015, and what would you do if you woke up the next day and saw that COD suddenly disappeared forever? As far as my goals for 2015, it's been my goal all along, just grow as much as possible. Is there a specific number in my head? No, not really. It's just a goal of growth. It's just a specific number. It's not a million. It's not 1.5. It's not 2 million. It's just growth. Whether I end the year less than what I have right now, or double or triple or quadruple, whatever the fuck it may be, I'm aiming to grow. And if COD suddenly disappeared forever, I'd probably be a less angry person. At XProds asks, would you give up 15 years of your lifespan for $4 million? Honestly, $4 million is a little bit more than I really need to survive. See, I have a goal to just live life comfortably. That doesn't mean that I need to be a fucking millionaire, you know what I mean? And I would love to live as long as humanly fucking possible. I don't care if I'm on a pacemaker. I don't care if people have to change my clothes. I don't want to die. I don't even care if I'm miserable at 162 years old. I just don't want to die. I would wish eternal life on myself, even if it was a miserable existence. A lot of people look at me like I'm crazy when I say that, but that's just how I feel. I just don't want to fucking die. At SB Chills asks, what do you see yourself doing in 5 years? YouTube. Yep, if YouTube just for whatever reason disappeared, I would stream then. If streaming disappeared, I would move to Vine or some shit. I don't fucking know. At Mags Haven asks, cereal or milk first? If you actually watched my day in the life video, you saw that I do cereal. At Red_MZ asks, would you ever plan to move into the FaZe house in the future or no? See, people ask me this stuff all the time, like, hey, are you gonna go to events? Are you gonna visit the FaZe house? Are you gonna move into the FaZe house and things like that? And I say yes to going to events. I say yes to visiting the FaZe house and hanging out with everybody. Like, I want to do that. It's just at my house, you know, with my grandparents and everything, I have obligation. I have things that I have to do, things that I need to take care of, you know what I mean? I said this before that, you know, I could go off and get a house somewhere and just live away from my grandparents, but I don't want to leave them. I'm not home because I can't leave. I'm home because I want to be here. Now, is that a complete no to moving into the FaZe house? No, not by any means. It's just, obviously it has variables, but that's my thought process behind it. At ZFishyX asks, if two witches were watching two watches, which witch would watch which watch? Vagina. At Snapshot Edits asks, what is the worst memory you have of your life? Probably getting shit dicked. At Mr. James Geary asks, will you be changing your headset color for 2015? Honestly, I don't plan on changing my headset color. I mean, if this headset breaks and I have another headset, obviously I'm going to use it. The pink headset is for breast cancer awareness. It's not because I'm gay or I want to stand out or some shit. It's just for breast cancer awareness. At ASAP_Willie asks, would you rather drink a cup of whale jizz or get your toes ripped off by rusty pliers? You know, there is a horde of people that really do believe I'm gay. I'm feminine, I can admit that, and I have pretty open opinions, but and this answer will probably further confirm all of their beliefs, but I would probably drink a cup of whale jizz. I mean, what kind of whale are we talking about here? Are we talking about like a blue whale? Are we talking about like a sperm whale? Because if it's a sperm whale, it might, I don't know, result in more quality jizz. Wow. It's either I just drank something disgusting one fucking time or have my toenails ripped off by rusty pliers, get an infection, and then probably die after I get my fucking feet amputated. One cup of jizz, please? At Warfreak40 asks, fuck, marry, kill. Chuck Norris, Arnold, and Sylvester Stallone. See, the problem here isn't really my choice. It's the fact that all of these men are fucking invincible and you can't kill any of them. So it's actually impossible to kill them. Even in a game of fuck, marry, kill, you cannot kill them. Chuck Norris cannot be killed. Arnold cannot be killed. And Sylvester Stallone, he's fucking Rocky. He's a complete badass. If I had to fuck any of them, they're all extremely manly men and I would become the woman. Like, I'm fucked. They're not getting fucked. They're fucking me. Didn't Arnold use like steroids or something like that? He would have the smallest weenie, right? So if I'm gonna get fucked by them, I would probably want the one with the smallest weenie. But marrying any of them would be perfect because I would just feel so protected. They're all just the most invincible, manliest men I've ever seen. This is a fucking lineup. I'd probably kill Sylvester Stallone, even though that's impossible. Marry Chuck Norris and fuck Arnold. At I'm Ducket asks, does it feel like a routine to make videos and does it ever get repetitive and boring? I have a routine that I go through, but I enjoy the routine. So as far as it getting repetitive and boring, no, not yet. I hope it never gets to that point with me. That's why we have a lot of fucking video games to play. At Excalibur X asks, COD Ghosts or the Impossible game? Twisterings asks, what does the V mean in Jeb? Virgin. At Jeb33 asks, if you were to live anywhere else in the world, where would you want to live? But if I were to live anywhere else in the world, I would probably want to move to like Japan or some cool shit like that. At I'm Styles asks, would you rather have been stabbed in your left nut or the right nut? What a fucking question. Can I get stabbed in my middle nut? I guess I would rather get stabbed in my left nut. As a person that's right-handed, everything on the right side of my body is so much stronger, so I would like to keep the stronger testicle. At Govolad asks, pubic hair for teeth or teeth for pubic hair? When I imagine my teeth being where my pubes are, I just imagine a chubby kid eating a fucking hot dog, like a mini Oscar Mayer wiener. If I had pubes in my mouth, I hate the feeling of hair like on my tongue. It's terrible. If I get hair in my mouth, I start gagging. It's terrible. It's not that I think hair is like really dirty. I mean, I know it is, but it's just like the texture is just, it fucks me up. Do I have to brush the teeth around my dick? I mean, that would be pretty cool. Then my dick would smell like mint toothpaste. Yeah, I'd probably go with teeth for pubic hair. At Enter Jack's World asks, where the fuck is Dora the Explorer at? It'll be here. I'm just preparing. And at Explodable asks, what is your favorite childhood memory? Probably getting hit in the head with a fucking brick. See, it's not that the experience itself was my favorite thing. It's just that I can tell people that I got hit in the head with a fucking brick, and I look like a fucking badass. Or I look like a complete idiot, either or, but I mean, it's better than not saying I didn't get hit in the head with a brick. At Bestus Ever asks, what is your favorite category in porn? You know, just a quick side note, I was looking through these categories because I never went like really far. I always just stopped at like big ass or something like that. Because you guys know I'm a butt guy. I found this category called Ultra Cock, and I was just stunned and amazed about it that I actually had to compose a tweet about it. Like, there's a category for big dick, monster dick even. This is ultra. So I clicked on it expecting to see some mudbone type shit, and yeah, I got ultra dicks, all ultra cocks. And again, we have hit yet another milestone. I hope you guys enjoyed my Q&A. There was a lot of questions tweeted at me, some of them extremely offensive and graphic and things like that. I tried to pick some that were borderline edgy, and a lot of them I picked were ones that had a lot of favorites on them, and I just figured a lot of people would like to know the answer to them, not just a bunch of stupid questions. I'll try to answer more stupid questions maybe in random Q&As, but as far as for milestone videos, I just wanted to answer questions that a lot of people favorited and stuff a lot of people, I guess, wanted to know the answer to. So I apologize if this was not the most entertaining Q&A. I apologize for that. But like I was saying, it's becoming so much more difficult for me to express how I feel, and just how thankful I am for just everything that you guys give me each and every single day, day in and day out. You guys are there. It's so difficult for me to explain the way that I feel because that feeling never changes. The only way that feeling ever changes is it just gets stronger. And it's just so difficult to express it. Like, I could say that I love you guys and I appreciate the support, but there's no way I can explain it. But there's really no way that I could explain it any stronger than that. Like, oh, I love you guys more, or I appreciate it harder. I love you guys so fucking hard. Saying it like that just kind of makes it creepy. I feel like throughout all these milestone videos, people are going to look at it like, wow, at the end of his videos, they used to be like 5 minutes long of him expressing how he feels about us supporting him, and he doesn't care about us as much. And a lot of people ask me all the time, like, oh, Jev, when you get like 1 million subscribers, or 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5, but will you be less humble? Will you forget about the people that were here before? And although every single day it gets more and more difficult to interact with everybody, know that no matter how much I grow, I will always appreciate you. Without you guys virtually, I am nothing. I've dedicated so much time and sacrificed so many things for this. You guys give me a reason to get up out of my bed and not be a person that just sleeps their entire fucking life away. The real world itself, you know, paying bills and going to work all the time and hanging around people that you don't really fucking like, and dealing with people and dealing with drama and dealing with all sorts of bullshit, going through your ups and downs, losing people, meeting new people. I understand what it's like to be on that grind. I understand what it's like to have a fucking girlfriend or boyfriend and have a job and school and a hobby all at the same time. I understand how difficult it is to exist as a person in the world today. And admittedly, it all sucks. I wish that everybody would be able to I wish that every single day we all didn't have to be taken away from our own families and loved ones just to make money to pay the fucking bills. But unfortunately, this is how our world works today. This is how economies are built. This is how everything functions. This is how everybody gets their goods. And I understand that 100%. I'm not saying no one should ever fucking work, but in my dream world, everybody is just able to not be stressed out about so many things that are just materialistic. I wish for a world world where kids aren't born with cancer or people just dealing with all sorts of disease and things like that. I wish for a world where people don't have to be so hardened and so cold because the world has beat down on them so much. I wish that everybody would be able to be warm and vulnerable and not be scared of getting hurt or having setbacks or anything like that. But everything that I'm talking about is a perfect world. And clearly in the world, no matter what we're doing, no matter where we are, it's a struggle. Sometimes you think you have it really tough, and the reality of it is you do. But there's always somebody out there that has it rougher than you. Now, that's not to belittle your problems. It's to put everything into perspective. Everybody deals with the same struggle, the same grind as everybody else. Although some are more privileged than others, just as a human being, our brains like to make a lot of things very complicated and much more difficult than they need to be. I hope that when you do watch my videos, you're able to forget about a lot of your problems, even just for a couple minutes. That is my goal. It always has been my goal, to just take a minute of your day to just let you forget about all the shit that you have to deal with later. I know that each and every single person that watches my video, all of you have a purpose, all of you have goals, all of you have dreams. And I try my best not to be this big fucking motivational speaker because I don't think I'm a fucking philosopher or anything. As a person that has only lived for 21 years on this earth and could not even possibly imagine a lot of the struggle that a lot of people have gone through, even through all of my inexperience, I feel like I still can say that although I can't completely understand your problems, I can understand you as a human being. And you guys send your messages, your comments, your tweets, everything like that throughout every single day telling me that, you know, you're a great person and all this stuff. All of the support that I get is just, it's unparalleled. It's so much more than what the average person gets, and I really just cannot thank you enough for it. So thank you just so much for supporting anything that I do, lifting me up when I'm down, making me laugh, making me happy. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for 500,000 subscribers. And yeah, guys, it's been Jev. Later.